You see the little shit going. That's a video. What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Andy the Destroyer Ruiz. Andy took ear to what Dillian Whyte said about, or warned Anthony Joshua for earlier, and said, of course, Dillian Whyte said that I am not Andy Ruiz. I hit harder than him, and I can knock him out 100%. So Andy Ruiz took offense, okay, and he bothered to chime in, and this is what he had to say via Instagram. Man, this guy keeps talking trash. Focus on your next fight, bro, and leave me alone. In the meantime, hold this. And it is a parody video where Anthony Joshua is giving that uppercut to Dillian Whyte, knocking him spark out. And, you know, it was him basically making fun of Dillian Whyte, saying that he should have been a rapper and stuff like that. And he had the Dave Chappelle parody with the Dillian Whyte face. I'll leave a link below. You got to check it out. It is some fun stuff. But this tells you the fight between Dillian Whyte and Andy Ruiz should happen. Okay. The choice of opponent he chose to use is the only person that beat Dillian Whyte, okay? And that was Anthony Joshua, okay? Fair enough. I know that's what you would show, him getting knocked spark out. I know it is funny, it is humorous, and I'm figuring Andy Ruiz didn't like that Dillian Whyte referenced him. But to be fair, Dillian Whyte was knocked out by Anthony Joshua. You beat Anthony Joshua, then got out-punched and out-boxed by Anthony Joshua. So Joshua beat you both. So I don't really think it's appropriate to be taking offense to Dillian Whyte says about Anthony Joshua, because you've already fought Anthony Joshua, okay? You need to focus more on me counterpunching Andy Ruiz. He says you need to focus on your next opponent. Okay, the next opponent should have been you, Andy Ruiz. Real talk. You shouldn't have needed a tune-up after the biggest fight of your life, or the biggest fights of your life. You didn't need a tune-up. You stay at a certain level. That's how it works. Let me give you a prime example, okay? A welterweight ex-champion, Josecito Lopez, okay, from Riverside, California, little known, but had a rivalry with who? Victor Ortiz, right? Ortiz was that guy that was promised the Canelo fight until he got upset, got his jaw broke by Josecito Lopez, right? But what did Josecito Lopez do? He fought Canelo. Canelo beat him. But he didn't stop there, okay? He did the trickle-down effect. He fought Canelo. Then he fought Maidana. You know, then he fought, I believe, Matisse. Okay, do you see where I'm going with this? Each of these fighters at the time were on the upper echelon of fighters. Okay? So, yes, he got beat with those. He got beat by Maidana. He got beat by Canelo. You know, and you know, but his claim to fame is Victor Ortiz. But at least he stayed in there and did all he could do at a certain level, so we at least know where he was at as a welterweight. Okay? That's exactly what Andy Ruiz should do, but he's not doing. Okay? And Andy, he could take offense, but it really didn't concern him. It wasn't really a bad thing. It wasn't trash talk. He just said, I feel that I hit harder than Andy Ruiz. And if Andy Ruiz can knock out Anthony Joshua, I can. There's no harm in that. But Andy Ruiz, he was like, hey, man, this dude's still talking trash. Well, I don't think it was really trash that he was talking initiated towards you. Okay? That was for Anthony Joshua. And since you've already, again, fought Anthony Joshua's beat you both. So the next two guys should fight is the guys that lost to Anthony Joshua, which is you and Dillian Whyte. Let's get it on. Okay? So, yes, I was disappointed back to the opposition that Andy Ruiz is, he passed on the Luis Ortiz fight too. So not only did he want Luis Ortiz, he also did not want Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte offered this man $5-6 million. He passed up. Then the Ortiz fight came up. Then he passed on that. Oh, I don't want to fight him right away. I want a tune-up. What do you need a tune-up for? I get you don't have a trainer and all this, that, and the other, but what do you need a tune-up for? Why are we going back in time? Okay, we supposed to be on the incline because you were just recently the unified heavyweight champion of the world. Okay, and I see. I'm saying this. I don't want to be bashing Andy. Okay, I'm just counterpunching what I see and what I'm acknowledging. Okay, what I want Andy Ruiz to understand is don't let the idea of being once upon a former unified heavyweight champion be the thing of the past. Fight for it again. Okay? Keep yourself in the mix to fight these guys. Fight Oscar Rivas. You owe him because he beat you in the amateurs. Fight him. Somebody. That's if he could get a fight because he's with Bob Arum. We know Bob Arum does not care for Andy Ruiz. Fair enough. But stay at a certain plateau. Don't fight a nobody. Okay? Don't fight somebody we never heard of, or we don't want to see, or we already know that you're going to win. Don't do that. Okay? So, for Dillian Whyte to worry about his next fight, that's the wrong words, or the wrong choice of words for Andy Ruiz to say at this point of time, because that wasn't that long ago when Andy Ruiz and Dillian Whyte was on the negotiating table, and Andy Ruiz turned it down. Okay? He turned down that opportunity. So my question is, okay, you're not going to get a payday like that with Heyman. I don't imagine. He ain't got it before. Right? Because he was signed with Heyman. Heyman got him fights, but he didn't pay him $5 to $6, $7 million. He didn't do that. So what makes you think that he's going to get more money on the next time? Sure, he has the reputation. He is the only Mexican heavyweight champion. I get it. But how much is that going to stick when you never really defended your title? You got beat on the next defense. On your first defense, you were beaten by the guy that you beat. So you go back to zero. So I don't imagine Al Heyman giving this guy more money to fight somebody that we never heard of. I just don't see it. Now, I know he compensates you. I hear that he compensates his fighters good because his strategy is to build these fighters and build up a potential fight with another guy that they project on down the road. The only problem is, on down the road, one of these guys get beat. Okay? Will that be Andy Ruiz again? I don't know. But see, one thing that tells me, they don't like to take those type of risk because those type of risks can affect the strategy that Al Heyman already concocted, you see. Okay? So if it was somebody tough, that'll go against the plans. They could mess everything up. They can't build up if you get knocked down or knocked out, right? So it is what it is. It is a funny parody, though. And these guys officially have beef. But my counterpunch to Andy Ruiz is, hey, take the money, fight Dillian Whyte. Give us a fight that we never seen. Give us a fight that we want to see. And I would want to see Andy Ruiz and Dillian Whyte. I wasn't mad at Dillian Whyte for that. If Dillian Whyte could beat Andy Ruiz, that'd be another name on the resume. And he could always say, I did it first. After Joshua got knocked out, I did it first. To this day. Right? But Andy didn't want it. Andy didn't want that. And then I looked at what these two guys were talking about. And I believe Dillian Whyte, because Andy stepped out of that. And then, okay, of course we know he was ducking. Why? Because he didn't even want to take the Ortiz fight. He wanted to take a tune-up fight. So if he didn't want to fight Ortiz, he didn't want to fight Dillian Whyte. So yes, it's the bags with Andy Ruiz. Okay? He gets the ducking bag. Duck, you sucker, because that's what you did. You ducked Dillian Whyte. Now you want to troll him on Instagram because he mentioned your name. However, what you should be doing is getting a contract with him. I like a little buzz, a little smack talk. Again, it is very humorous. It's funny. You know what I mean? But I'll let you guys see it. You guys tell me what you think about Andy Ruiz rebuttaling, counterpunching Dillian Whyte. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunching. Peace.